there, YouTube. This is Vargas XX78 with another Vargas project video. So I have this big bad bow. It's the Avengers big bad bow, and this thing originally shoots arrows. However, I've seen a couple of mod videos where if you take out the air restrictor, which is this thing that goes on the barrel, and just take this part out and keep this thing, it'll supposedly increase the force that you can shoot the arrows with. Also, if you are able to find some sort of tubing for this, you can shoot elite darts, and that's what I'm going to try to do, or see if I can fit. Because originally what I did is that I put this little piece of plastic here and just filed it a bit, and you could stick a elite dart in the tip. But when I built my Hawkeye costume and I used this as part of it, I was trying out some elite darts, and the elite darts would just fall off, and you know that would get annoying. So my plan is to take this out and see if I can. I have to file this thing out still, so it'll completely work, and see if I can shoot, if not elites, maybe mega darts. I think it's a bit too small for mega darts, but I'll see if I can do it. So this would be my first real attempt at modding something. Taking this thing out. I already did it, but I didn't like the way that the darts would fall off, and I didn't like the fact that it would shoot them really lame with a really pathetic force. So I'm gonna try and mod this by taking out the air restrictor, like I've seen in a couple of videos. Basically, all you have to do is just take off this thing and this little spring. I've seen others where you can increase even more by taking this part out, but I don't want to, make something too powerful. I just want to improve a little bit the performance. So I'll see how that works, and if it's not enough, then yeah, maybe I will cut this off. But like I said, I don't want anything super powerful. I just want it to shoot a little better. So I'll take this off, and I'll see if I can, what kind of ammo I can fit here, and I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, so I've put the blaster back together again. The thing that you want to watch out for when putting big bad bow together again is not to lose the springs and these little orange things, which are there and there. There's one on each side, and that's important. These things are necessary for the operation of the gun. You'll notice I put on my blue hope ring because I am hoping that this mod turns out okay. So, like I mentioned, I took out the air restrictor. I didn't want to completely break it for reasons that this might... the spring's pretty pathetic, but it might come in useful later on, maybe. So I kept that. And this is the other part of the air restrictor that has to go out if you're doing this mod. Went inside the thing, and as best I could, I took out all the pieces of those little peg things that were there, and I took it out. The damage that you see here was a part of the bow already. It already had this scuff. I bought this used, of course. It's second-hand from a flea market, so it does have a couple of scuffs here and there, but I can go over that later with some paint. And yeah, so put everything together again, and again, the reason I have my blue hope ring is because I am hoping this works out pretty well. So when I started watching Nerf videos, I came across a whole bunch of people And there was 2 video guides on modding a big bad bow that I've tried to look for again, and I can't find it. I can't find any those 2 videos. I wish I would have saved them or subscribed to those channels, but I can't find it. But I remember, other than taking the air restrictor thing out, that if you put a dart, there we go. The dart now, unfortunately, will not fit very well into here. There's a lot of space there, and air is going to come out, and it's not going to shoot. You need to put something in here to make a seal so that the dart will stay there and not, wimp out. Best thing would be to use PVC, but before I do that, one of those 2 videos that I saw, the 2 modding guides, suggested to use these. These are Crayola markers, and they come in different sizes. This is a Expo dry erase. This is slightly bigger, but it's much bigger than what I need. It actually won't fit in there. Then we have this one, which is the Crayola one, and this one, which was another dry erase. This one is almost good, but this one fits better. So what I did is that I took out the ink spot, took out everything. I had to file it a little bit because it has, just like this thing had plastic pegs, this thing also had it, and I had to cut it off, file it as much as I could. I could still go a little bit more, but what this will do is that this will, in theory, serve the same purpose as PVC, at least until I can actually find PVC. And yes, there is a little bit of space there, but not as much as here. Let's see, there's the dart. So what this is gonna do is that I'm just gonna fit this thing in as tight as I can. No glue needed. I am thinking whether or not I should cut this, but now that I see it in here, I don't think that's going to be a good idea, because if I cut this, I'm going to have the same problem that I had with the Chuck E. Cheese blaster, where the dart, has to space away, and the dart's going to wobble and fall pathetically. But maybe I was thinking that if I cut it, I can push the dart in here. I don't know. That might be something I look into. But so far it works pretty well. It fits. I might have to get it in there. But the dart is nice and snug. So if you haven't ever shot a big bad bow, which is, if you're part of the nerfing scene, how could you not? But the way this works is that you pull this thing. Hold on. I have to. Oh, this is really hard with one hand. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going to prime this. That was more complicated than I thought. Okay, so you pull this thing back, and that's the string thing doesn't really do anything. It's not like a crossbolt where this is necessary. It's just for decoration. The main mechanism is all here. And again, if you lose these little orange things, you're screwed. The thing won't work. But, again, I'm not going to be able to, I have to one-hand this. So I'm going to shoot at the wall, avoiding the chair there. And, wow! That was freaking cool. I should have done a test video before taking out the air restrictor, but holy moly. Put another dart there. Hold on, guys. I'm going to try to prime this thing. There we go. That was easier. Wow. That's pretty cool. And, in theory, it should shoot this thing better. That's cool. It does fit. Alright. Alright. Okay, so again. Pull this out. Let's see how that goes. Oh, very well. Cool. Okay. I would say that's mission accomplished. Wow. I'm actually quite excited. This is it's a very simple mod from what I remember seeing in those 2 YouTube videos. And again, for the life of me, if the guy that suggested using these things as a meanwhile until I get PVCs watches this, please leave a comment. I want to thank you for that suggestion. Just for the life of me, I've tried looking for Big Bad Bow mod videos on YouTube, and I can't find those 2 original videos. I saw one from Drac, but that wasn't the one that I originally saw. I don't know if they closed the channel or what happened, but I can't find those. But this, you know, if you have a bunch of these, which I do because my wife is a teacher, so she goes through these very quickly, and I've asked her to, you know, save me these things for these type of mods. And there's actually a couple of thinner ones that I'm thinking I might be able to put in here to fire Boomco. That might be interesting, because I like the ammo, the Boomco ammo type a little better than the Nerf ammo type. It's more resistant, I think. And but this will now shoot elite darts. It should theoretically shoot everything else. This is a Rebel one. I should have bought anything, but everything else seems to fit there. And it shoots the arrows, at least that arrow that I bought a while back, pretty nicely. So quite happy. Quite happy. I might make an additional video. I'm gonna take the Big Bad Bow to a basketball court that we have and actually test this baby out and see how far those darts actually go. But yeah, this is my first ever mod thing, which is pretty cool. I'm actually quite excited that this worked out and I didn't break a blaster, because this was the Nerf blaster I used for my Hawkeye costume, and now it functionally shoots Nerf elite darts. So this I'm thinking of painting maybe black to flow with the purple and black aesthetic. As long as this is orange, there's no problem. Still looks like a kid's, but this I might paint black, and yeah. But there we go, my first ever mod of a Nerf blaster by simply removing the air restrictor, adding a piece of plastic here to fit the darts, and it shoots very well. I am quite happy with how this worked out. Just remember, when you're taking this thing apart, do not lose these things. These things are very important, along with the springs that are inside. Keep that, because otherwise this thing will not work. So yeah, hopefully this is the start of a whole modding adventure thing. Because I now have a couple of Nerf blasters that I would like to mod, and somewhere down the line make integrations. I've seen a whole bunch of people do amazing integrations. But you know, the main thing about getting good at something is practice. Practice. So I'm going to start practicing and see how this whole thing works out. So yeah, that is the Big Bad Bow mod. Very simple mod. Really just, you know, take off this piece here, this piece here, and put something to fit elite. Unfortunately, Mega Darts don't fit here. That's disappointing. But I might be able to do something to have that work out. Maybe get a bigger one, so it goes on top of this, and then put the Mega Dart in. Ooh, ideas are forming. Okay, I'll look into that. But for now, this is my Big Bad Bow mod video. Thanks so much for watching, and until I see you all again, this is Vargas XX78 from the Vargas Vault, thanking you and signing out.